Hare Krishna, everyone. So, in our last class, we were discussing that once a person surrenders to Lord, he is able to observe this thing that whatever he is doing, even whatever good things happening in his life, or whatever good deeds he is able to do by his own self, he's not doing it by his own self. Krishna is empowering him to do that. And this is only intelligence. That whatever we do not, we do it. Yeah, what I was saying. Whatever we do, we are not able to do that with our own intelligence. Person is, he is assuming that he is using his own intelligence, then only he is doing everything. But this is not true. We are actually not aware about what is good or what is bad for us. Is it not? We are not aware about what will happen with us in future. We always plan nice things. We like we do future planning, and we think that our future should be secure. We should be in safest position in our future. So we plan for that from now on, from now only. But then also, you know, things things does not work like that, because we are actually not aware about that what's gonna happen with us in future. But one should understand this thing, that Krishna is our well-wisher. Even something mishappening happens with us, that might seem as mishappening, but that is actually not mishappening. God always has perfect plans for us. This is what we discussed in our last class. He knows everything already. So lots of provoking situations comes in our life. That time we distress. We assume, oh, we are in so much difficult situation right now. We don't know why is this happening. Why is this happening with me? We are not able to, think about this. But later we know that, yeah, whatever happened with us, it was for our good only. So one should know that whatever is happening with us, it is for our welfare only. Why? Because see now, any father, if we talk about this material world also, any father you see, he never thinks bad for his own son. Is it not? He always thinks for his good. So same way, Lord is our supreme father. He always thinks for our welfare only, because we are his fragmental part. Krishna is our actual father actually. Here in this material world, whoever we see as our family, parents, father, whatever, they're just for a short period of time. They will not be there with us for always. So one should understand this. So when that father, that biological father, can't think bad for his son, then how can our supreme Lord can do something wrong with us? But gradually we know this thing as we progress in our spiritual life, that everything which is happening in my life it is in my favor only. Krishna favors specially to his devotees. Just like you will see, if we understand this thing with an example again, any employee who is obedient to his boss, then your boss will take care of yourself very nicely. Is it not? You will be favorite of your boss because you are very much obedient to him. You are obeying his instructions. You're so much loyal towards him. So same for Krishna. If this thing, same for Krishna, that if we are following instructions of Lord, whatever he's telling us in Gita, Krishna is telling us the standards, the actual standards a human should live, how a human should live his life. Krishna is telling us the standards. So if someone will follow the instructions of Lord, then he will definitely be favorite of Lord. And if this fit in our mind, we will never ever get bewildered. This is just amazing. All right, moving forward. Hundreds of people may be working in an office, but they understand that whatever profit the business makes belongs to the proprietor. Now, Prabhupada is giving an amazing example here. What's that? That there are so many people who works in an office. Basically, it is an example of a cashier who is working in a bank. So that cashier understands that whatever profit the business makes, it belongs to the proprietor. Not cashier is not the ultimate proprietor of that profit. As soon as a teller at the bank thinks, teller means I don't know, it means cashier only. At the bank thinks, oh, I have so much money, I am the proprietor, let me take it home with me. His trouble begins. Is it not? So see, let's understand this example. This is just amazing example. A cashier, who is a cashier? Who uh, counts money. Is it not? Cashier is someone who counts the cash. Whatever banks receive, he counts, he collects, he counts it, and he deposit it. But he is so much aware about this thing that he is not the ultimate proprietor of that cash. He is just working in that office. He's just working in that bank. That money which he's counting, it's not his own money. But if he thinks, oh, I have so much money, I am the proprietor, I will enjoy it, I will take this money at my home, then his trouble will begin. Because that money is not of him. But if he's thinking like that, then it will be a big trouble for him. So now what Prabhupada ji is trying to tell us with this example? Same situation is with us. In this material world, whatever we see around us, we assume that these are mine. I will take. I will enjoy. I'm the ultimate proprietor of all the things. This is my house, my big house. I'm the proprietor. This is my car. This is my wife, or whatever. And see, this is the only reason of the trouble. Yesterday only, when Mataji was telling me that a thief, there was a guy, he was a thief. He just theft his he just theft her gold, her jewelry, whatever it was there in her house. So a thief robbed everything. So she was so much distressed. So this was the only thing I was making her understand, that you just take this as a lesson. What Krishna is trying to tell you. What Krishna is trying to tell you. What Krishna is trying to teach you. That, see, this is practical thing. That's why devotees never, you know, they never store things. They never collect things. Because this is really very dangerous for our bhakti. There's a shloka in 𝗃𝗵𝗵, there's a shloka, Nectar of Devotion. So I don't remember the exact shloka, but yeah, atyahar, something like that. So one should understand that if one will be busy in collecting things, then that will be a big trouble for him. Why? Because see, when we are collecting unnecessary things, we are desiring so much that I will buy that, I will take that. We are collecting and we are just storing it in our house. Then we get attached to those things. And we already know this thing that whatever we see around us, it is not permanent with us. You just see now, this body is not, this is not permanent. This will not be there with us for always. Then what to say of other things? But if someone is, collecting things and he's putting things with him, so he will get attached to him. And attachment is very dangerous, because this is the only reason of lamenting. Because one is already aware about this thing, that anything which we see around us, it will not be with us forever. It will go away. So I was making this thing only understand to that Mataji, that you just take this as a lesson, Mataji. Krishna is trying to teach you that you don't put attachment, you don't get attached to things. And this is natural. If we have something with us, then we will definitely get attached to it. This is definite. So better not to collect things. Just declutter unnecessary things, whatever you have. I have already decluttered so much of stuff, literally. And it's a big relief, literally. Of course, for future savings, you can store some, like for security purpose or for future savings, you can definitely store some money in your bank. But never, if you are collecting things, then that will be reason for trouble only. So yeah, this cashier example is just amazing. If we think that we can use whatever wealth we have amazed for our own sense gratification, we are acting out of karma, lust. Karma means desires. But if we come to understand that everything we have belongs to Krishna, we are liberated. See, these lines are just so much soothing actually, if we are really understanding. You just, devotees, just, I know you can literally relate with this line. When we have connected everything with Lord, with Krishna, we are literally feeling so much liberated already. Is it not? Let's understand. When someone is attached with something, he will be like, someone has someone has binded him with something, a huge. what to say? Yes, someone has binded him with a rope. Is it not? It's really a bondage. Attachment is really a bondage actually, because it is attachment, which is known as moh in Hindi. But if if that same thing, suppose this laptop, if I'm using this for myself, for my sense gratification, so if it will, go away with me, if someone just uh, yeah, steal it or whatever, then I will definitely be so much distressed. But you see, when you understand that everything which you have, it belongs to Krishna. Krishna has given you all the things for a specific period of time. You just have to use these things, and yeah, it does not belongs to you, it belongs to the Supreme Personality. So you're automatically so much liberated because you are not attached with that. I don't know whether you are able to observe this. I can really feel this line. I can really relate with this. So much burden was there on my shoulders when I was just busy. I was aimlessly busy in collecting so many things, so many things, and I was so much attached to them. You will see, when I was not in Krishna consciousness, I was so much into makeup and all. Everyone do that, because I was not aware about this thing that we are not this body. I was assuming myself this body. I was so much foolish, literally. I really laugh on myself sometimes when I remember all those things. So, yeah, what I was saying. So, I had so many cosmetics with me. So, even though I was not using those cosmetics, they were about to get expired, but then also I was not giving or donating those to someone because I was so much attached to them. If it is not of my use, then I will not be giving this to someone else also. Just see how much ignorance is this. This is really a big trouble if someone is, attached with things. But you see now, when we see everything, when we understand this, that everything which I have, it belongs to Lord, then we feel automatically so much liberated. This is real fact. We may have the same money in our hands, but as soon as we think that we are the proprietor, we are under the influence of Maya. This is called illusion. One who is situated in the consciousness that everything belongs to Krishna is an actual learned man. Otherwise, person who is thinking himself the ultimate proprietor, he is such a fool. Yeah, he's fool only because you see now, if someone has got a room for a rent, he has been rented that room for a specific period of time, but he is assuming himself the proprietor of that room, then he will definitely be called as a fool because it's not his own room. So same, we have been given these things for a short period of time, for a specific period of time. We should use this in the service of Lord, and we should not get attached with these things. This will be an illusion then. By the way, do you know the interesting thing? That Krishna never takes service for free. When even a small service we do for Krishna, Krishna returns that to you uh, infinitely. Have you ever thought why is Krishna saying you give me. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, you give me what? You give me a leaf. You give me a flower. You give me a fruit. You offer me water. Have you ever thought that why is Krishna saying this? It's not Krishna, Krishna has become, uh, Krishna is going with some scarcity uh, in his spiritual world. That's why he's asking us to give him. It's not like that. Krishna is asking us to do this for our welfare only, for our purification only. Krishna is just waiting that when will we turn back to him? When will we do something for him? Krishna always, Prabhuji was telling this thing that Krishna, actually Prabhupada ji is telling this thing. Prabhuji was repeating Prabhupada's words that Krishna is hankering to take us back to him. Do you understand hankering? Just like someone has hankering for eating chips. He's so much hankered. So Krishna is hankering to take us back to him. So Krishna just sees, this poor soul, you just do something for me. You just do a little for me and I will take you back to me. So that's why Krishna is telling us to do all these things. You just do something for me and I will take you back to me. That's why Krishna has made all the things this much easy for us. Krishna sees, when will he do something for me so I may take him back to me? That's why Krishna never see our faults. Do you know about Shishupal? Shishupal always used to abuse Krishna. This Krishna is a thief. This Krishna is so much, he do so much maya. He's a thief. He has kidnapped my wife. He was calling Rukmani ji as his wife. Rukmani ji was not his wife. But then also he was saying like that. So he always used to say, Krishna, 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 Krishna is that, Krishna is this, Krishna is that, Krishna is this. Always used to abuse Krishna. But you know what? Then also he got liberated. You know the reason? Krishna never saw his faults. Krishna was only noticing that how many times is he taking my name? He's calling my name. Krishna was only noticing that, oh, he's calling my name. And he got liberated. Isn't this just amazing? So His Holiness, Vrindavan Chandra Maharaj, he was telling this, that even if someone has so much envy for Krishna, but then also he is chanting names of Krishna. Not for Krishna. Even if someone has envy for Krishna, then he will not chant names of Krishna. But yeah, Maharaji was telling that even if someone has envy for someone and he is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the sake of doing something bad for that particular person, then also he will get purified. And this is fact. You see, mother of Dhruv Maharaj? No, I don't exactly remember that example. But yeah, there was someone, she has intention of, she had an intention of killing someone. So she was serving Lord Krishna, she was chanting names of Krishna, and her heart automatically got purified. So this is fact. This is a reality, that someone who is chanting holy names of Lord Krishna blesses him with intelligence. Krishna is just amazing. So yeah, with this cashier example, we understood this thing, that whatever we are getting, whatever, that can be anything, food, clothes, or whatever. If we are not offering it to Lord, then we are only using it for gratifying our senses. And this shows our selfishness, that we are only thinking of ourselves and not, and you see now, if we only think of, if one thinks of only oneself, of himself, then he will not get satisfied. So if I talk about myself, I was so much selfish. I never do anything, like I never used to do anything for someone for free. I was always wanting something in return. So I was that much selfish. And when someone has this mentality, you know, uh, he becomes blind. That he always thinks that I am the doer, and he always remain distressed because of this reason. You just see now, whatever, dear devotees, you just see, you just observe this thing, that whatever we do by surrendering it to Lord, it is really a guilt-free feeling. Is it not? Even if we if we have eaten lots of prasadam, but then also it's guilt free. Oh, we ate prasadam, we ate remnants of Lord, nothing bad in that, is it not? So it's really guilt free. It's really blissful. We just when we see relation of Krishna in something, that Krishna might be happy, Krishna might be pleased, Krishna is noticing our actions. So this is just amazing. And earlier, a kind of irritation, you know, it used to hamper so much. So yes, one should understand that if someone is assuming himself as a proprietor, then he is under the influence of Maya. And Maya never loves us. Even if someone is worshipping Maya Devi is Durga Devi. You might know this thing. So even Durga, if someone is serving Durga Devi, then Durga Devi will never love him. She, uh, she will never feed toffee to you. She will, she will give slaps. You know, she beats with shoes. You will not serve Krishna. You just take the suffering. This is real fact. And one who is situated in the consciousness that everything belongs to Krishna is an actual learned man, which we call Pandit in English. So, dear Pandits, please accept my humble offerings, my humble obeisances, that you're so much learned. You're the actual learned, you're actual Pandits. And this is real fact. This is really not an small thing. If someone is able to understand this thing, that everything which I see around me, it does not belongs to me. It's belong to our God. So this is reality. All right, moving forward, let's discuss this shloka, then we will stop. Let's discuss this shloka also. Let's see. ईशवास्यमिदं सर्वं Yat kincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha magridha kasya svidhanam ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथा मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम्. Yeah. Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota, and one must not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong. So, this is mantra first of Sri Isho Upanishad. This is not Gita shlok. That's why see it's written owned by the Lord. If Krishna might be saying this sloka, then he might be saying owned by me. This universe is controlled and owned by me. Means Krishna. But no, it's written by Lord. So one should understand it's not Gita shlok. It's from Ishopnishad. So yes, what does that mean? That Lord is the ultimate doer of everything because everything, this universe is controlled and owned by Him. So He's the ultimate doer. He's controlling everything. And this is really an interesting line that one should accept only those things which are necessary for him. Same thing which we discussed above, that one should not busy in collecting unnecessary things. That is really not good for our bhakti. So yeah, one must not accept other things knowing well to whom they belong. You will see if we talk about this thing, let's just read. This consciousness of Ishvasya, everything belongs to Krishna, must be revised, not only individual but nationally and universally. Yes. So it's not only on individual level, it is also applicable nationally and universally. So whatever in this whole universe you see, it does not it belongs to Lord Krishna only. And if one is, if this consciousness is revived, then there will be peace. Is it not? See, I can relate with one point. You will see that whatever someone really needs, which is really needful for his bhakti, Krishna automatically arranges it. This is really a practical thing. Krishna automatically arranges it. If someone has surrendered onto Krishna, even if that person is not, working, he's not doing any job or something. See, I'm not saying to quit your work or job. I'm not saying that. I'm just, this is practical thing which I see in my practical life. That who is really surrendered to Lord, only serving Krishna, no other activities of Maya, then Krishna really helps. I mean, of course, if someone is not like fully conscious, But then that doesn't mean that Krishna don't help to those people. Whoever is not even serving Krishna, Krishna is helping to them also. Whatever they are consuming their food, they are wearing clothes, whatever they are doing, from where they are getting all that? From Krishna only. Because Krishna is the ultimate controller of everything. Krishna only arranges. So when people who are not serving Krishna, Krishna is arranging for them also, then what to say of the devotees who are serving him? So Krishna arranges everything. Now it's not like this that someone is thinking, oh, driving a big car is a big necessity for me, or residing in a big house is a big necessity for me for my bhakti. It's not like this. Only needful. See, it's written, except only those things necessary for himself. Only needful, necessary things, which helps us to go ahead in our spiritual life. There is a lots of difference in needs and desires. One should understand this thing. Never get confused with this. There is a huge difference in needs and desires. So right now, people are busy in serving, in fulfilling their desires. That's why you will see this is practical again. People who even have good salary, they have good packages, but then also it is less for them because they have so many desires. Is it not? So this shows that they are, they are just collecting unnecessary things. See, these desires are like fire. These material desires are like fire. And fulfilling those material desires is like putting oil in fire, kerosene oil in fire. Then that fire will be, it will increase more. So these material desires is like fire, and this bhakti is like uh, putting water on that fire. So now you see, this is really practical thing. Srila Prabhupada is just amazing. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So many amazing things are there which if one, learn, his whole life can transform. Just see this knowledge. Really brilliant. So yeah, which is necessary for someone, one should keep that only. You will see the more we collect, the more time goes in taking care of those things. Just like if someone has a dining table, a person can also consume, he can nicely consume prasadam by sitting on floor. Yeah, which is also good for our health actually. But then also you see people take dining table, and there are lots of things. This is just one example. So you will see lots of things. If we will collect, then lots of care will be, we will have to care them also. And then like men, our lots of time will be wasted in these stupid things. Then, and if one will do this, then how will he get enough time for his bhakti? This is also a problem. And you see, devotees, just like if we gradually, you can see this thing. It's been too long now since you all are doing bhakti nicely. You see, we don't need these things anymore. In fact, you will see lots of things which we have in our house. We just want those things to, someone just take them away for from us. You just take these away. We don't want these. This means detachment from material things. So yeah, one should understand this thing. And when we are saying about the things, then it is not about the things only which are around us. We we can see like not yeah, when we we just read this line. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, not only individually but nationally and universally. So not like that the things which we see around us in our room, that is only of Krishna. This whole creation is of Krishna. From a pin to the elephant, everything belongs to Lord. So are you able to get one thing from this point, from this topic, that we should live like a foreigner here? Just like you see, foreigner comes in India or they go anywhere, uh, they visit any country and they live there for a short period of time, for some time, and then they just go. They are so much aware about this thing that we are here in this country for a specific period of time, and after some time we'll just go away from here. Same like that, we should live like a foreigner. We are here in this material world for some time. Just like tenants, you see, they take house on rent for some time. They're staying in room or a house for some time. Then they are so much aware that I will have to leave this place after some time. So same for devotees. Now just think about this. If one will have this thing in his mind, will he be busy collecting anything here? And will he be compromising with his bhakti? No, right? So this is really an amazing thing. All right, we will stop here now. In next class, we will discuss, and we will discuss a really interesting example, another interesting example. All right. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.